Jill has been engaged for the urgent transportation of some perishable goods. The transport allocator has arranged for a driver to collect the goods from the sender and transport them to Qantas Freight, who will fly the goods between their depots for Jill to collect and then deliver. Behind the scenes, the transport allocator has made a booking with Qantas Freight and has printed out an airway bill and delivery labels for the consignment. Before any packing can commence, you must ensure that you have a completed chilled POD and the correct paperwork and labels for the consignment. Jill keeps a varied selection of polyfoam boxes in the warehouse, since packages can come in different sizes and shapes. When selecting an appropriate insulated box, there are a few things to consider. The box must be clean. It must allow enough room to pack dry ice or ice bricks around the product to keep it cool during transit, but not be so large that the product can move around inside the box after it is sealed. Remember, the more free airspace inside the box, the harder it is to keep the product safe and cold during airborne transit with Qantas. How many stories have you heard about baggage handlers being rough with someone else's luggage? Chilled consignments are always packed with frozen ice bricks, similar to those that you might find in a lunchbox. Typically, 3 ice packs are used for small cartons, 5 packs are used for medium cartons, and 6 packs used for the largest of cartons. When packing a carton, the aim is to spread the ice packs around the product as much as possible. Frozen consignments are packed with dry ice. That's frozen carbon dioxide, which is at -80 degrees Celsius. Dry ice is a hazardous product and must be handled with insulating gloves to prevent the risk of frostbite. Typically, small insulated cartons are packed with 2 to 3 kilos of dry ice, and medium cartons are packed with 4 to 5 kilos of dry ice. When packing a frozen carton, aim to create a layer of dry ice along the bottom of the box, and then a layer around the sides of the products. If dry ice is to be packed into a plastic bag, it is essential to ensure that the bag is not sealed, as there is a risk of it exploding. A data logger is a special electronic device that a client may request to monitor and record the temperature of the consignment during transit. Data loggers are an extra cost to the client and they may not always be requested. Where a consignment requires a data logger, the customer's name must be clearly written on the exterior of the device and then placed next to or between the product. It must never be placed beside the dry ice or frozen ice packs, as this could mean inaccurate readings are being recorded. It is now time to seal the insulated box with Chill's special tape. Insulated cartons are sealed in this way as it provides a tamper-evident seal for the products. The labelling of a carton is possibly the most important step in the process. Qantas has stated that the most common cause for lost consignments is incorrect or unclear labelling. If there is a dangerous goods label, remove it if you did not use dry ice. The transport allocator should have prepared the necessary shipping labels for you. There should be 2 A4 size labels, one with the customer's delivery information and one that says "Hold at Qantas Freight for collection." When preparing the labels, always stick or insert the "Hold for collection" label above the customer's delivery label. This is done because Qantas Freight will occasionally try and deliver a parcel. If your consignment has more than one box, then it is useful to number the boxes in the format of 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 for 2 boxes in the consignment. The chilled POD must also be attached to the carton for further identification. The window should always show the sender's address. The chilled POD must also be attached to the carton for further identification. Lastly, the airway bill for the consignment is attached. This label will have been provided by either the transport allocator or the Qantas operator. It should be attached to the carton in an obvious location that is unobstructed.